Hi, my name is Sarah Nance, and this is my Module 1 introductory video for AEP 859. A little about myself. I am from Centennial, Colorado, born and raised here. I took a little bit of time to go to college over in Grand Junction on the other side of the state. I graduated in 2010 from Colorado Mesa University. I was a college volleyball player there. And then I came back here and moved just about 5 streets away from the street I grew up on, so it's a beautiful place to live. I teach at Eagle Crest High School, which is also in Centennial, but it's about 10 miles farther east. Centennial is a interesting kind of grid kind of design, so even though it's the same city, it's kind of spread out. Eagle Crest is the second largest school in the state. We have 3,100 students now who attend our school. And Cherry Creek School District is the second largest school district in the state at 70,000, give or take, students. I'm an English teacher. I teach regular level 9th grade this year and also AP Lang for juniors. This is my 9th year teaching at Eagle Crest, and in general, I've only ever taught at Eagle Crest. I have been a volleyball coach, but I am taking this year off to spend time with my daughter Jane right here. She's 8 months old, and volleyball coaching definitely took a backseat to her. I am the sponsor for National English Honor Society, and I also lead the 9th grade PLC. I've been married for a little over 2 years, and like I said, that's my daughter Jane. My husband and I are dog lovers. We had to put our dog down recently. He's long story, but he was real aggressive, and we have this baby, and so that was a hard choice. So we can't wait to get a new one here soon when our daughter grows up a little bit. A little bit more about me. I have a twin sister named Abby, and she is an assistant principal at our old high school, Arapahoe High School. She graduated from Fort Hays State a couple years ago, so she was able to get a job pretty quickly after graduating from Fort Hays. My mom was a middle school teacher for 33 years. That's us at a Broncos game last year. We are Broncos fans, and being a college athlete, I can't play volleyball anymore. Tore up my shoulder pretty good, but I also like to run. My husband and I go skiing when we can, hiking, and obviously Red Rocks. And this is my third to last class for Fort Hays State. I have 2 classes after this to take before I can earn my master's. So I'm excited to see the finish line. So my short-term and long-term professional goals, just broke them into 2 columns here. Obviously to get my master's. My husband and I have both been talking about getting nationally board certified. He's a social studies teacher. And we just think that that's a nice recognition and reflective of some good work that we do in the classroom. Some horizontal advancement, so earning some credits on top of my master's will help both with pay, but also professional development and some leadership stuff. I think being a department coordinator or department head, I guess, there are 28 teachers in my department, and so I think that would be a good foot in the door, some practice with some leadership. It takes a lot of organization and making some tough decisions that aren't always popular with everybody, and I think I could get some good practice as an administrator in that role. Or a dean in my school district, or in my school at least, there are 5 deans for discipline and attendance, and that's usually the way that current administrators get their foot in the door is by starting out as deans. You kind of have to log some hours in the trenches before you can move up to an assistant principal. Also considering switching gears completely and being a middle school teacher at a school that's one closer to my house, but there's 2 fabulous middle schools close by that I think would be interesting to pursue. I've always taught 9th graders. I tend to like the younger grades just a little bit. They're still sweet and innocent, and so I would like to maybe affect some change at that level. We'll see. Long term, I'm not sure I'm cut out to be a high school administrator. The hours after school are pretty grueling, and so maybe a middle school administrator would be more aligned with my family's values as far as being home with my kid or kids in the future. That's just something that I've been thinking about. Also being an online instructor, being able to be a little bit more flexible with my time. As everyone who has kids knows, childcare is incredibly expensive, and so maybe being able to control that a little bit more from being an online instructor I might be able to leverage both my career desires, but my want to stay at home with my daughter, and maybe even going part-time. So there's a lot of things here about my future and some goals that I have, and so if you can't tell, we've got a lot of options, but also a lot of decisions to make here. What I hope to learn from this course is how curriculum decisions are made from beginning to end. At the outset, when a group or school board or administrative team makes a decision about curricular instructional planning, how that comes about and all the way into implementation in the end, and then review and reflection. I'd like to see that some best practices with that, and also some examples I'm a bit of a research junkie, so I teach AP Lang, so I'm constantly looking at research and reading, different perspectives. So love to see some other research with other curriculum designs in the country, other trends like that for digital age learners. The article in the chapter did a nice job of kind of looking at a lot of different areas of how schools are going to change in the next 5 to 10 years, but again, some other trends or some other examples. And then how administrators can support teachers and other staff in understanding that we have a need to grow, not just change. That was a takeaway, I guess, from the reading that we did, like that idea that we are growing, not just changing, and growth happens over time, not quickly like change sometimes does. So how teachers can be supported, how administrators kind of have to communicate with other stakeholders when big decisions like that are made. So that's my presentation. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm eager to watch some others from this module. Thanks so much.